feisty as fuck. He felt a lot bigger just because of how much he fought me at first.
Oh my god. Really? Look at that one. He's got a fat little belly though. He looks pregnant almost. Alright, the first thing I'm going to be trying out today is this Ozark Trail 3/8 ounce spinnerbait. So far the packaging was pretty childproof. I mean, it took me 5 minutes to get this thing open and to get the plastic tubing off the hook. So that's kind of a plus, but you know, we're going to give it a shot. As far as what I'm using right now as the reel and everything, I'm just using my Zebco. I'm not ready for the Abu Garcia that we bought. It's too much of a pull for me. I can't handle it very well. Wow. Y'all probably can't see that, but that moves really well in the water. It is a shiny one. I'm gonna try reeling it fast to start out with, just so I can keep it off the bottom. It's really heavy. I'm still hitting bottom. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with this. These things are really cheap. The Walmart brand Ozark Trails. They're really cheap. But as far as movement goes and collar, I'm using the dark and black, like the June bug collar. I'm liking it. Just because the bass aren't hitting it right now doesn't mean that it ain't good. We didn't have the cameras ready, but when we first walked up, there was some nice bass in here, which we got on camera. You'll see where she caught a good one. But outside of that, we've been seeing a lot of little bass, but nothing too big since we've been here for a little bit. Oh man. What? He didn't hit it, but I had one. I watched him come out from under this rock. Decent looking. He didn't hit it, but he definitely followed it. So at least got a follow, I know that. Let me try to reel it faster and keep it more close to the surface of the water instead of letting it dive down, and see if that attracts any. Let's see if I can put it right in front of this rock. That's where he came out of. And now I'm on seaweed. All right, so all in all, so far I've gotten one follow on this. Haven't caught anything, no bites, but we're gonna switch it up and try something else. All right, next up is the Ozark Trail 3.5 inch top water prop bait. I've actually never used one of these where this bottom spins. I've used a jointed before, but Remember one of these prop baits that rotates, so now we're gonna give it a shot. Wow, I got that out there way further than I thought. I say, does that dive at all? Some top water will still dive just a few inches, but yeah, that thing's just weird. How does it? It sinks though. So there's my problem. All right, see that? It does sink very slowly. So we're gonna cast out there and let it sink. And my reel messed up, which usually always happens to me. You think for a guy who's been fishing his whole life, and I'm over 30 years old, that I would have this down to where I don't keep making stupid mistakes and have really bad luck. That's not the case. Oh, wow. So I let it sink. And then when I try to reel it in really slow, it automatically pops back to the top. We're just going to slow roll it. Slow retrieve. I can tell you right now, I don't like it. Do you like it?
Yeah, you just gotta reel it faster than that.
Yeah, but look when I reel it fast. The whole thing isn't supposed to spin. Oh. Well, even dead fish don't spin like that. Maybe the whole thing is supposed to spin. I mean, it makes a lot of top water splash, so. I'm biased though. I'm not really a top water guy, so. I can't believe how far out I can get this thing though. Yeah, I'll do one more cast with it and I'm switching it up. I don't like it. Unless a giant bass comes and crushes it. I don't like it.
I'd try that one.
Well, I think if we were at the lake, like at the swamp or a pond, this would kill it. It was bright sunlight when I caught that 4.7 pounder. And that was on a jointed, about 6 inches under the water. But this thing, this is something I'm gonna throw near like seaweeds, cattails or something at a pond. I don't really like it for here wide open. It's true. She's got a point. I would get stuck on everything. But hey, what the hell do I know? All right, we're gonna switch it up. Like I said, I mean, this thing, it does move well, it functions well. As far as I'm concerned, it's a very good bait. I personally don't really like the function of it or the top water, the way it, like, the whole thing spins on the top of the water. I don't personally like that. But as far as like functionality goes, yeah, this is actually a well-made bait for $2-3. So, all right, switching it up. All right, so there's a theme for today. We're using well, I'm personally going to be using just Ozark Trail brand stuff just to kind of test it out and talk about it. This one here is the Ozark Trail Lunker Lizard. This one's, yeah, green pumpkin. So they are scented. We've had a good bit of luck with the Ozark Trail like Senko style baits that they make, but The lizards we've had luck with as well. We've just never actually put it on video. She's had luck with it. I've never had luck with the lizard, but somehow she's always crushing them with it. So today I'm going to try two different things though. I'm going to try it just weightless, and then I'll throw a sinker on there and try it with a little bit of weight and see how that goes. Oh, I got a little guy following it. It moves good, even at a slow retrieve. It looks like his legs and tail all are spinning really well. Got a lot of movement. So that's already 2 follows with the lizard. Got him. He spit it. Yes, it does.
Are you slow reeling? Or?
Yeah, I was slow reeling the whole time. All right.
Smallest of the day. Okay, yep, he's all you.
Swing him on over here.
So tiny.
The tricky thing about these tiny ones is their fins are so sharp that they can get you pretty easily. See, this guy's so small that I wouldn't even, unless I was like starving to death, I would not even attempt to eat this guy. I wouldn't even try.
You could do a catch and cook today too.
So I've tried this weightless, and I already almost had one and had 2 follows. So this right here is like the winner of the day so far. So give me a second. I'm going to switch it up and put a sinker on here. All right, same thing. Ozark Trail lunker lizard. I just put a sinker on there. That way I can keep it right above the bottom of my retrieve. And I can get it out further. Still got good movement. Okay, so this lizard's good, but I had better luck without the weight. So I guess in my opinion, I'd advise using this weightless, but I just wanted to try it with a little bit of weight, because I do that. I switch it up, whether I'm going to go weightless or depending on what type of terrain I'm fishing, whether I want to use weight just to keep it more close to the bottom. But as far as today goes, I need to take the weight off of it and do a slow retrieve. All right, switching it up. You might. See, she catches these things when I'm a mile away. Well, I guess he's off.
Did you say see she catches them when I'm a mile away?
Yeah. Oh man. So I know y'all didn't hear that, but coming off this rock, my back just cracked in about 3 different places. That felt so good.
Never record them when I catch them. Yeah, I hooked him weird.
Yeah. Super easy to get out though.
It was?
Mm-hmm. So I know that we made this challenge of like if we could catch decent ones, we'd do a catch and cook tonight, but
He ain't big enough.
yeah, none of them are big enough that we're getting. This one's tore up too. I don't know if you can see that, but he's got some scarring on the side here. Super healthy though. Yeah, it's a disclaimer, just a little safety tip. Especially here in West Virginia in our rivers.
That's a rock.
Oh, she snagged. Okay, I thought she caught another one. Whew.
That would have been a monster.
So, but the safety tip here is a lot of fish in West Virginia, especially bass, we have to be careful when we cut them up and eat them because you'll see little black like worms. Now, if you cook the meat, you can still eat it, but we don't. It's just we don't want to risk doing that. Whoa, yeah, splashback. So that's just a little tip of information that if you see little black dots when you're flaying up a fish, those are worms. Now you can pick them out, or like I said, it's completely harmless if you cook the meat. But sometimes you can tell looking at the underbelly and the outside of a bass, or most fish, you'll be able to tell if you see a little black dots on their underbelly, that might be worms. So just keep an eye out for that.
He's little. He's the smallest. It's a rock bass.
Wow. Wow. I can't even grip this guy.
Record for the smallest.
Look at that. That ain't good eating. All right, so now I'm gonna try this Ozark Trail minnow. I've actually used this before. I've just never like done it on video, but I've had a good luck catching, using it for bass fishing. And now I'm actually gonna talk about the Abu Garcia Black Max that we just bought at Walmart. So right now, I tried it for the first time last night and I didn't have a lot of luck. Like, I just finally untangled it. As you can see, I don't have too much line on it this time. I've got my brake set at about half. I've got my tension, maybe a little bit too tight now. So let's readjust that tension. Okay. So I think right about there is where I want my tension to be. I don't know if you guys could see that or not. So that's where I'm gonna start out, with the tension there. Make sure that I got my drag set so it's not too loose. Oh, ripping lips. Okay, so this is going to be my first attempt today of actually using the Abu Garcia Black Max. Now, just to let you guys know, you can go ahead and put down in the comments below, I'm not a professional. Okay, I've been fishing my entire life, born and raised here in West Virginia, except for when I was in the military. But this right here, I've never used this reel before, so I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm going to admit that right up front. Wow, I already tangled it. First cast. That.
This little bass just went towards my hook.
Oh
my God, he's thinking about eating it. Aw, he did. He literally went up to my hook and tried to eat it. Oh, there's another one. You idiot.
I'm just going to try it like this with the tension.
That's just crazy.
Super hard. Okay, so I'm still not doing something right. I don't know how to work this damn thing. It's still tangled, see? That makes no sense to me on why it's tangling. See, with my regular open-faced reel, I don't have this problem. I don't have to worry about this tangling up and binding. Okay, that was a little bit better, but I kept my thumb over the reel this time.
You're supposed to.
Yeah, but I mean, it was tight. I kept it way tighter than I should have had to have.
Oh.
Oh man, that kinked all up. See?